Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another 12-12 siege for you today. Yes, another day, another 12-12 AD siege. And this is a brilliant one, a nice 3v3 between myself and some members of the Discord. So if you'd like to join the Discord and you have 12-12 or would like to get 12-12 and get involved in some battles, then do join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. And we always want more players to come and join us for our excellent siege battles. But yes, here today we have a interesting alliance. We have the Ottomans here. We also have the Empire of Trebizond here, strangely fighting with the Ottomans, and then we also have the Holy Roman Empire. So like, Holy Roman Empire and Ottomans like very much like rivals, and they're fighting together, which is an interesting idea. And then here again, defending, we have Nicaea. We have Trebizond again. That's interesting. So we'll have two Trebizonds. I mean, then we got the Almohad Caliphate, so we have a Muslim faction here. Well, actually, we have obviously the Ottomans who are Muslim as well. Have a Muslim defending and a Muslim attacking. But yeah, we've got like a Spanish Muslim faction here, which is they're really cool. They're an interesting like mixture of the two. So it'll be interesting to see them. You can see some gunners firing off here already, getting some good shots into that cavalry. That's CPI cavalry there, trying to get some good shots as they were trying to charge down and hit this spear unit here. But they're actually going in for this spear unit here. So that's a really good charge there. This CPI cavalry will do a good job in here. They'll get a lot of kills. Well, at least you hope so. But anyway, if you're enjoying seeing 12-12 content at the moment and would like to see more, then don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and leave a comment. And also don't forget to hit the bell so you know when my next video is out. I always upload every single day, so definitely want to stick around to see all of them. And also don't forget that on the 12th of December, there is a massive update coming for 12-12. I have been told, so I will definitely be featuring that a lot. So if you'd like to see some gameplay on that new update, then also do remember to leave a like and subscribe. But anyway, it looks like the walls are going to be taken. There is some defiance here going on currently. This unit I couldn't actually quite attack with my CPI, so I'm actually going to have to, like, they're on the wall, so I'm going to have to actually try and pull the unit through the cavalry to get them to actually charge. Because I don't know why, it's just that I can't attack apparently the unit even though it's got like 2 or 3 men on the wall. So I'm just going to have to like attack behind them almost. But yeah, you can see I get the cavalry like sort of stuck in there. They do a pretty poor job. But yeah, then the sword unit is now down off the wall. Okay, so it's June swords here. Yeah, they were having a bit of a trouble fighting my archers and the cavalry at the same time. So I guess the AI just decided that it would attack, well, not the AI, but the unit would just decide that it would attack one or the other. But yeah, so we've already routed one spear unit. We're now finding some more. Well, yeah, we'll find some more spears up here. What is this? This is some Scooter Toy spears, not Scooter Toy swords. They're fighting. What are they fighting? Sergeants of the HRE. Not a bad thing to be going for. Got guard archers here, trying to get some good angles. Don't know if they can get a good angle. Yeah, they got a pretty good angle, I'd say, trying to shoot those guys up there. I mean, they don't want to blow up too many sergeants up there because it makes it very easy target for all these archers. But yeah, we are slowly clearing out at least the first few units. The swords here, spears here, sorry, breaking. Swords here, June swords are kind of being a bit of an issue, trying to kill them. I think I'm actually shooting them with the CPI cavalry here. I was literally just trying to shoot the ones in front of them just to like weaken them, but they kept shooting the ones up on the wall. It was really annoying. I was having real issues just trying to deal with this one sword unit. When they should really be pushing on for the next wave, really. I should certainly be attacking like with this sword unit here. It's now going to attack this retreating spear, try and get as many kills as possible. Over on this side, Trebizond's making some decent progress. Lost a lot of men though to these towers, but he's going to charge this poor unit of spears on both sides. What unit is this? This is a Mozarab Jun. It's going to get attacked on both sides. And these poor guys are going to get surrounded in time. And there they go. They're in trouble. Got some Anglo-Varangioi out here. Triple gold chevron. These guys are going to be a real menace to deal with. You've not seen what they look like. They look amazing. Look at that armor. This huge double-handed sword. They will cause a lot of issues. We've got cavalry in here. We've got Dinatoi trying to do some damage. They've got a sword unit all the way over here. They've opened a breach, and they've got some like some swords in here. I don't know if this is really the greatest idea, so sending one unit of swords down here to fight on its own. But they've done it. And, well, that's the risk that they've taken. I mean, this could be just an easy way for the defenders to kill off a single unit. Which is, like I said, a bit of a strange play. We'll see. Over here, you can see Sergeant's starting to break. These guys already at 102 men, and they're apparently losing decisively, even though they just stood there. They're wavering. That's not a good sign. Got Sergeants down here, having a really hard time fighting. This is, I think, some Cavalleroi. I think they're like mounted sergeants almost. But they're just messing up this tiny unit of sergeants down here. It's not even tiny, actually. 120 odd men again. But I would possibly say that they've captured this gate, so I don't know why they're not just throwing through cavalry. I don't know if there's stakes. There's caltrops down here. Okay, so they need to get some infantry off this wall, just destroy these caltrops, and they can get cavalry in, cause a lot of damage. Over on this side, still having a little bit of issues. You can see the Dynatoid, though, is doing a lot of cycle charges into the spear unit here. Needs to be careful. Cycle charging spears, when you pull out, does a lot of damage to your cavalry, obviously. Here we go, Dynatoid going into swords. This will be a lot better. Yeah, that was not too bad. Not too bad at all. Going in. They'll get a fair amount of kills. These archers here, they're firing off fire arrows. I don't know if that's really the greatest idea. They'll do a bit of damage to morale, but that's not really the end of the world. You can see I'm now finally swamping this sword unit here. These poor swords. I've been trying to kill them for so long, and I'm just like, no, it's got to happen at some point. I will not let you just survive here. Taking up too many of my assets. I'm actually already bringing in Nafatoon warriors, as you can see here. They're like called Humbrachi or something like that. I don't know how you say that, but they're a Nafatoon unit. And yeah, they'll be really good to see in combat when we, or like not in combat, but at close range. At this point as well, I'm also like a bit worried about where to go next. I really need another infantry unit up here, so I think yeah, you can see I'm bringing up more swords. So because I really want to send a sword this way to face this sword unit, Jun swords. And I also want to send another one to just hold these spears in place, because if I only attack one, they'll flank me, or that is the risk I'm worried about. So I'm just being a little bit cautious with this. You can see over here, the defender's really throwing in a lot of stuff to try and hold back these. This push by Trebizond. This is Trebizond versus Nicaea. Be interesting if it was Trebizond versus Trebizond. And there's actually some Almohad Caliphates in there as well. An interesting mix. You can see they've already got a lot of reserves back here to the defenders, so they've got a lot still to burn through. I mean, the numbers are very close. It's only 7,090 to 6,800, so it's really close on numbers, so that's always good. You can see lots of pikes here. These guys will be very useful late game. Holy Roman Empire needs to be very careful. He's just allowing these swords here to just get charged by this Cavalleroi. I don't know whether he's trying to like just bait him in. I don't know. He's got nothing really to stop them, though. It seems like no archers, no cavalry, and that's a decent charge. Oh, that's a very good charge. A poor unit of sergeants kind of got knocked over. Most of them already gained their footing, but yeah, that's probably going to do a lot of damage. You can see breaking that unit. They really need to get cavalry, and you can see they're trying to get crossbows now onto the wall so they can just focus these guys down. And now I'm engaging. They sent up their swords here strangely. Don't know why. They just kind of gave up that whole possible flanking position that they could do. Actually, no, they didn't, because they were holding there. My apologies. But yeah, so I've managed to do it. I've managed to get a second unit in here. I'm just going to stand it here. No real need to charge in here. I don't really want to do this just yet, because I'm going to bring up the Nafatoons, because I feel like this is a good blob of stuff to just throw the Nafatoons in. And the reason why is because at the time this Nicaean player was doing a lot over here to just try and stop, like to stop Trebizond. So I was like, right, I'm going to just preoccupy, let Nicaea be preoccupied there, and I'm going to just make him pay for that and just throw in some Nafatoons. So we're going to get some good Nafatoon volleys in a moment. I'm just edging them forward, being very careful that they're not going to get charged or shot by archers or infantry. So here we go. They're throwing their Nafatoons, and in they go, and they cause absolute havoc to this front line. And I think I'm now going to try and get them to throw the scooter toy behind, because that unit's basically like wrecked to pieces. I mean, there's a lot of them left. Yes, yeah, you can see. I think I'm now trying to aim behind the next unit. Yeah, this Gutatoy sword is now next on the list to be hit. And I think, no, we're still throwing a few more. Here comes the next volley. They're coming in like little bits and bobs. Yeah, I think I'm throwing at the units behind me because now I sent my swords in. And you can see they're now throwing back, falling back their Gutatoy swords. I actually didn't kill many with that Nafatoon, but yeah, I need to now get them back because they're starting to get shot. They can take a few hits from archers, but not too many. I need to get them back to those back lines there. So that's a big win there. That sword unit, you can see, winning decisively against these spears just because of that Nafatoons. So that was really nice, I personally thought. Over on this side, Trebizond still struggling to get through here. There is a lot of units losing decisively for the defenders, and that's probably helping massively because I've now got my Janitary archers up on this wall, and they had got a really nice angle onto everything down there on that wall, like below this wall. Sorry. So that was really nice. I've basically got no one to fight. I'm sort of fighting over here, like a little bit, but not like massively. They're gonna. I think the AI, not the AI. Why do I keep thinking the AI? The opponents here, Ahmed Caliphate was trying to get cavalry through, try and go for my artillery, but they don't realize that there's a barricade in the way. So I'm quite happy for them just to stand there and look at me. There's cavalry obviously going to wait in the wings here to die in a toy, but I do have this artillery. I think I'm just going to fire at their cavalry. Just let them stand there. So yeah, this can just fire all the way down the street. Don't know if it's going to. You're clearly not as quickly as firing as those NTW3 gunners. You take forever. There you go. Off it goes. And that's, I think they're trying to fire into that cavalry block. I think they hit some, but I'm not really sure. Back over on the HRE side, they've finally got some sort of rest and peace, really. The defenders have fallen back. They've not really actually had to do much fighting, have the Holy Roman Empire, but they've lost a lot of men in doing so. They've lost a lot of their swords. You can see this is kind of all they've got left. Actually, it was quite a lot, to be fair. They've got a lot of their swords on the wall. They've got a lot of shock, which is always very useful. Like 4 units, really, really good shock infantry as well. So yeah, they've got a fair amount. They're bringing their cavalry in my my breach here, I think is the plan. I don't know where they were trying to link up with their forces once I break through here. Because I mean, they could. I have now like opened up a breach, like a route all the way to the HRE if they want to go there. But I'm not really sure. They probably don't want to charge these swords. They could charge. Sorry, they don't want to charge these spears, but they could charge these swords. And this would be a perfect thing to throw Nafatoon at. This is a test judo, nicely clumped together. Oh, that would do a lot of good work. But yes, over here we are nicely breaking through the sword unit. We've got I got some of my swords in there and Janitary shock infantry. Janitary can just do anything, it seems. They can be shock infantry, they can be archers, they can be all sorts. Let's turn it around so it looks actually nice and bright. You can see stuff. Here they are with their big axes, these Janitaries, ripped from the arms of their Christian families to serve the Sultan. Yeah, we're slowly breaking through. Their shock infantry with the support swords will do fine. I mean, I'm just a little worried that, yeah, these shock infantry you can see getting focused down by archers. I think they're really trying to, I mean, it looks like they're trying to use their heavy crossbows here. That won't be working. These guard archers will certainly be getting a decent angle onto those units. Here, this was a little bit cheesy, and I didn't appreciate this. This cavalry is going to pull through my current fighting I'm having here. I'm literally fighting a sword, like a unit here, and he's going to try and come for my archers, which are all the way here, these Janitary archers. And he's going to get a pretty decent charge off of my archers here, which he shouldn't be able to get because that unit was in combat. So he's pulled through there, so that was a little bit cheesy by the Almohad player. Shouldn't be able to really do that. But the Dynatoy here are like now going to get in combat, and they should be able to help. These guys are now surrounded. I'm now going to bolt forward some shock infantry support to allow my archers to get out. I might even throw some Nafatoons, I'm not even sure. Why not? When in Rome, even though we're not in Rome. We're nearly breaking through this spear unit here. I'm now sending up some swords. Going to since they've got no gunners here, I'm just going to destroy this barricade and go through. Got real no need to be here anymore. The gunners were my only threat. They're getting focused down. Archers over here is getting some decent kills, I believe. Focusing down stuff here. I'm like just focusing on any of these reserve units that are standing here. Like this unit here in reserve, this Jun sword. It's getting no like breathing space, like no time, peace and quiet. It's just getting focused on that. You can see all the arrows coming down the top of your screen there. And yeah, this poor Jund swordsman unit, it's like going to be so beaten up when it goes into combat. And that's the whole point. I just want to weaken units to allow Trebizond to get in. And save his infantry for when they have to go across this bridge. Because these two bridges are going to be killer to go across. You can see now that we are breaking through. I've broken this cavalry. I'm now engaging the spear unit here. They are sending up another cavalry unit here, so they've got some medium shock infantry. They fired a mortar into all this cavalry here, which is not a bad idea. And I've got shock infantry in his support. I'm not allowing this this cavalry to get a decent charge. It didn't get the greatest of charges, but it got an okay one. And I'm sure they'll knock down a fair few of these shock infantry. But they're now engaged. And the shock infantry, yeah, the shock infantry lost like 5 guys. They're now engaged as this cavalry against shock infantry, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm focusing down, actually no, it's not it's my ally, sorry. My ally is focusing down the cavalry with archers. I just want to get this cavalry off the battlefield. They're actually still shooting my Mameluke foot guards, which is, or Mameluke archers, which is just really annoying. And one of the best guys on the battlefield, and they're shooting them down. I can see exactly why they're doing it, but I didn't appreciate it. Shock infantry here, I think I was just wanting to mop up these spears. Oh no, shock infantry versus shock infantry, okay. Yeah, we definitely want to take this out. This is Anglo-Vranjoy, I think that's what my Janissaries are firing at. Yeah, they really need to get out of there. They're just getting destroyed by that mortar. Over on this side, oh, another charge here on the HRE. HRE's just not had a good time in this game. These poor units just getting absolutely harassed by cavalry. This Dynatoy is doing a really good job. Interesting to see how many kills they've got. Gunners up here though on the wall, they will certainly be getting some good kills, though they might rout their own infantry, because guns can just scare your own men along with like enemies. That's why you need to get a good clear line of sight when you use them, if you want to get like best results out of them. You can see the cavalry here. That was another thing that I was quite happy for this cavalry to come charge forward, even though if it did charge my archers, because they have to run back through the stakes, which is obviously going to kill more of them. Got shock infantry here, still engaged, doing its bit. But I think it's looking a little bit dire for the defenders at the moment. They are actually falling back a lot of stuff. You can see all the scooter toy swords, all these guard archers, all falling back. They still have a lot of stuff, to be honest. I personally think they've got a lot to still hold some of these outer areas. But I would say that as an attacker, it's 5,600 against 4,900. So they have like a 600-man disadvantage. And it's just going to become 2 choke points. That works for the defenders. You can see, yeah, this Jund sword losing decisive because I've been shooting it to pieces for so long that when it goes into combat, it's just no match for any swords. And at this point, we're now setting up this great bombard. You can see this that Trebizond's brought one of these great bombards, which literally nearly one hits walls. It's so good. But yeah, they're sending this up, and this is going to start firing at things across this river. If anything stands there, it gets shot at. We've now got shock infantry here. We've got Anglo-Vranjoy now engaged with the swords here, and they're breaking at the swords. No surprise, who wouldn't be scared by these Varangian guard? I certainly would be. I'm now trying to get cavalry through. You can see I'm desperately trying to get cavalry through, trying to trap more stuff that tries to get across this river. And yeah, at this point the HRE is also pushing hard, trying to stop stuff getting across this river, which would really engage its scooter toy sword, stop it from joining its like allies on the river. And yeah, you can see we're setting it. Now it's the HRE's time to be aggressive. They're certainly going to have to be very useful in this latter stage of the siege, because they have quite a large army still left. They have lost a few swords, yes, the cavalry charges. That's all they've really had to fight. Dynatoy in here, trying to fight off shock infantry. Don't know if they really got a great charge, because they are losing. It doesn't also help that they've been in loads of the combat, so they're pretty weak. And they're getting shot at by archers. My Janissaries, like, I let my Janissaries get like so focused down by artillery. I was so annoyed when I realized this. So frustrating, but it happens. It happens. I've got more anyway over here. They're actually pretty low on ammo, so that's a worry. See my cavalry's trying to like get a lot of kills. I'm just slowing stuff down, trying to get in combat so then the infantry can get up and just stop it. I'm not going to try and probably use this cavalry to go to the back of the spear. I imagine. Just go into the back. This will be probably the end of its career. Oh no, maybe not. We're going for crossbows. We're going for crossbows. Yeah, we're slowly trapping lots of stuff. We've got probably about half a dozen units, maybe a few more that we've trapped on the wrong side of the river. There is still a lot left though. They've probably still got a good 15 odd units, and some of them pikes. They've got crossbows. They've got a mortar, and they've got Greek fire units over here. And as you can see, the timers have got a lot of time left. They actually did not spend a lot of time on the other side of the city. We overwhelmed them really well there. Yeah, these Greek fire units look awesome. Look at them. They've got like a flamethrower going on. It's awesome. I think they've actually got 2 of them. Don't know where the other one is. Oh, it's there. Another one just there. I think, yeah, Nicaea and Trebizond both brought one. We've got lots of pole arms as well. And we've got a trebuchet. So they've got a trebuchet and a mortar. So they've got a lot of good stuff to use for, like, just flinging across this river and doing a lot of damage. Yeah, I think they're firing at my Janissaries again. That or this Anglo Vranjoi unit. Imagine being one of these defenders. You're just like on the wrong side of the river. You're like, come on, men, we can hold. If we beat these guys, we can get across. We'll be safe. But really inside, deep down, you know, you're doomed. Everything is doomed. Scooter Toy versus Scooter Toy as well, I just realised. This is an enemy Anglo Vranjoi, and it's losing. I think it's getting shot in the back, or it's getting it's going to get charged in the back. That's why it's losing. Oh my gosh. Cavalry into the backs. That will be nasty. Anglo Vranjoi about to break. Then we've got Scooter Toy swords here. They're also just about to break. So that's big. We've broken a very good Anglo Vranjoi unit. Hopefully that will just whittle down to nothing. And then we can start to try and make a push. I mean, there's halberds here. This is a not bad unit to be focusing down with archers. They are pretty weak to archers. I mean, Italian mercenaries have got good missile block, but they'll eventually just die to like missiles. Again, it's shock infantry here. Both these units very vulnerable to being shot by just by archers. We've also got our artillery. So I mean, we're not the only one with they're not the only ones with artillery, are the defenders. Look at this. This is quite funny. I just saw the spear unit here just chilling with a Nafatoons. I just kind of left it, just minded their own business. But I think I'll send something off to go and kill that spear. Because no, my luck, that spear unit will go and kill my Nafatoons, and then I won't have them. Which is a good point. Again, I have Nafatoons that are useful and can be brought up at some point to maybe dislodge a halberd block or something like that. We'll never know. But well, we will when you get to the that point in the battle. These guys look awesome. I really do think they do. Italian mercenaries fighting for the for Trebizond. I think this unit you can get for a lot of factions, including Muslim ones. So that shows they're traitors. This Scooter Toy sword actually did get out of here. Did get free of the sergeants, but it is trapped by this barricade here, so it actually can't get back behind this barricade. So it is trapped here. So it's just gonna fight, which is not a bad spot. It can just fight here, and then it can have the gunners supporting it over the top. That'll be really cool. Love his shield. That's a really nice shield. Yeah, we are. We're starting to engage now. We've actually luckily lured the halberds up onto this bridge. So it's a little bit more of a raised area. Because down here it wasn't the greatest angle of hitting them, but up here it should be okay. Should be able to hit them quite well. Yeah, these Anglo Vranjoi need to get out of combat or like out of here because they're getting focused down. I was desperately telling my allies just spread everything out, all units, and send back all like units that are very vulnerable to archers, get them out of archer range. And yeah, luckily my allies are starting to listen to me and doing just that. Because we're gonna need all these units. Because numbers, they're 4,700 against 3,400. That's not bad odds for the defenders. This is just a 2-bridge defense now. You see that the infantry's going in, trying to break these halberds. They're gonna got a lot of kills because halberds are actually not set up properly. Like you can see, they are just all bunched up here. Not many of them got their halberds down. A lot of blood down here, but I don't know if this unit's gonna be enough because they're getting a lot of like archers firing. And yeah, the city's on fire now. I think they're trying to like shoot my cavalry and stuff back here, which I never realized. With the trebuchet, but they're actually burning their own city, which does damage morale to them, not to me. So I'm quite happy with that. They can try and burn their own city. The cavalry at this point is pretty useless. It's just 2 choke points that we've got to fight through. See the infantry desperately trying to get some sort of breakthrough on this unit. I've now got my archers up here on the wall. I need to really turn them around to face the other way, but they could get a decent angle onto those guys down there if they could do that. We also now have archers over here. Trebizond set up some of his archers, and he's going to start shooting at like gunners and other archers here. There is Bombard. I think he lost his Bombard, which is a real shame. The crew died. I don't know if it had much ammo left, but yeah, he's now got archers over here to duel out with the other archers. A very just common name apparently. Can't even think of anything interesting. Just archers. Go on, men. Fire. This guy's still not fired. What is he aiming at? Okay, there we go. Finally. Yeah, so we're still waiting, and this unit just broke. No surprise. It's just like so many archers and stuff. Look at that. Italian merchants getting ripped to shreds in the side by these archers. We don't even care about their archers shooting ours. That's a good use of ammo, like on our point. If they're going to shoot our archers with their archers, that's fine. I'd rather they were shooting them than our infantry. But yeah, these Italian mercenaries getting absolutely ripped to shreds. And yeah, they look like they're going to retreat, so we should send forward this infantry again. You can see, look at them falling back. Now is the time to break across this river. We need to send stuff across. I'm desperately trying to get some Janistry archers across so we can get something into this point. Now they're sending up shock infantry and their halberds, which are wavering. And you can see those swords are across. They're not going to stand very long. They're already wavering. Shock infantry already in. And here come the Janistry archers. And they come. They're okay in combat. They're not so great against shock infantry, but they're okay. And you can see now cavalry coming across. This is a very healthy Dynatoi. Don't think there's really enough room. But they're going to try and just bounce off some of this archers unit, I think, is the plan. So yeah, you can see they're trying to go for the archers. God, artillery looks awful if you have it at the wrong angle. There you go. You can see fighting it off in there. I mean, they're trying to do some damage. Now they're trying to retreat, which is actually probably a worse idea. They've seen the shock infantry coming up, and they're actually retreating. That was just a terrible idea by the Trebizond player, I think, to send them in. Not really worth it. You can see here, though, I'm beating this shock infantry because the archers support this. This is really well done by the Trebizond player. Now, I've got some swords in here. Support, yeah, this Dynatoi is not looking healthy. This one should have gone in. 21, probably. They were going to do a risky move like that. But who knows, who knows. I mean, they're nearly out of mortar ammo, the defenders. That's a big win for us. Yeah, my archer's starting to lose now. I think because of the second infantry unit coming in for the light of shock. But it's all going off in this choke point here. It's turning into a really big slog for this bridge. Such a big slog. Yeah, you can see we're starting to run out of some stuff, but not too much just yet. See, they're still trying to just like shoot our units back here. I mean, they're actually getting some decent hits on this infantry, but they're actually burning their own city in and doing so. So again, quite happy with them burning their own city. Does a bit more damage, morale damage. My archers starting to break now. They've done their damage. You look at this, there were more of my men breaking. We were starting to run out of archers as well. This crossbow unit is now out of ammo. Hanseatic infantry. Archers here, they've got a decent amount. These ones over here, though, are running low. And these ones are doing a lot of damage. Really need some more over there. So, yeah, that would be massive. But you can see they've still got, like, pikes and stuff, which we've not even shot at yet. They've got more shock infantry. So yeah, we need to really save our ammo still. I mean, luckily we've got still some like gunners. We've got like gunners over here from HRE. We've still got some Hanseatic infantry with a lot of ammo. And my Scipii cavalry also have bows, but I think I might have used most of their ammo. Oh no, this one's still got like full ammo and full men. Wow, we definitely want to hold on to that then. Get some shots off with that. I'm gonna need every arrow, every bow possible. Let's see. Oh, where's this artillery shot going? That's gonna be a good one. Oh, that just missed, just into the water. That's a shame. But yeah, they're using fire arrows trying to break our men, which is not a bad idea, but it also does break their men. Just do morale damage to your own troops. Look at that bridge fight. On the left, you've got like the attackers. On the right, you've got the defenders. I only say that because both attackers and defenders are very similar, since Trebizond's attacking Nicaea and Trebizond. Oh, that was a really good hit. Right onto the bridge. That was not a bad one either. That got a lot of my archers there. There were some really good hits there by the trebuchet. So yeah, that's a better target to go for. You can see a lot of stuff breaking because of those shots. The swords here of Trebizond breaking at 53 men. Not bad. I like this. Look at this. They're just jumping off the bridge like, oh my god. Just jump off. Jump off. I don't even care if we break our legs. It's just hell over there. That's so funny, actually. They're rallying, though. They rallied after breaking all their legs. Excellent, excellent. My nav platoons here moving up. They're getting focused down by archers, so I really need to get them back. At this point, 32 men. Don't want them to break. But yeah, you can see more Hanseatic infantry coming up. So these guys have got a really nice angle, just firing at literally anything across this river here. At the moment, they're firing at artillery crew. Not really a big win. These archers, possibly. This Jun's sword certainly would be a big win to shoot at. Anything, to be honest. Anything that's going to be fighting in this choke point would be a big win to fight at, or to shoot at. Got archers up here, guard archers firing across the river. They're trying to shoot my my Janistry archers. I think I've been just shooting the gunners. Yeah, you see this gunner unit back here was on this barricade. I've just been shooting it with the archers, and the gunners couldn't reply, so they just changed to having archers there on the wall instead, which is a really smart move by them. What's this unit here with oh, it's Gazut. Gazut? They have javies as well as swords. So that's cool. Don't have many units like that in NTW. What I was going to say NTW3 in 1212. I don't know why, but their shields are like in the shape of an apple a little bit, and they also kind of coloured like like the inside of an apple, especially with like the ones with the red ring. Don't know why I thought that, but that's what happens in my brain apparently. That's just how my brain works. You can see I've now got up the artillery. It's not actually even been shot at by like archers, which I would have thought that would be a prime target for them to shoot with the archers, but nope, they're not that interested. So I'm going to try and set it up. I think I'm trying to fire across. Oh no, they are shooting it, firing it with fire arrows. Oh no, that's the tower. But yeah, I'm trying to fire it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it is actually the archers. They're trying to burn the artillery, which won't work. I don't think you can burn a culvery. But yeah, I'm going to try and turn this artillery piece around. I'm going to try and fire at all of this stuff over here in this choke point. This is a lot of stuff here. A lot of shock, a lot of swords. Even if I miss the swords, I hit the shock, hopefully. But yeah, that's hopefully the angle I can get. I just have to get it across the bridge first, which is kind of a bit of a negotiation. So yeah, this shock infantry is starting to get spent by the defenders. This angle of Ranjo is finally going to die. These guys can rack up kills though. They get well over 300 kills sometimes. And they're fighting stuff that they can do a good job against right now. These archers, which are really good at melee still, these Janistries, but they aren't good against shock, I've found. They are not good against shock. Yeah, I think I'm trying to fire here, but I don't know if I'm actually succeeding. I might be trying to fire, actually, I might be trying to fire across here, trying to shoot this Jun sword, actually. Yeah, actually, it looks like I am. I'm firing directly across here, across the river, at this Jun sword unit that's just standing here, patiently waiting. So that's okay. That's also a good target to fire at. You can see we've broken through. I'm now going to bring up my cavalry. Now is the time to bring up the Scipii cavalry. I'm going to rush for these for this sword unit, charge it, then try and break through, get these archers, and then we're kind of into the black lines. And I just don't want the defense to set up with their pikes. Over on this side, we're winning on this flank. I've set up some archers. They're fighting against the Skuchtoy swords. We're now bringing up gunners as well. I think they're trying to shoot these gunners that are on the wall. Don't know whether that will really help, because that'll do a lot of damage to our own men, which are fighting. You see cavalry trying to get in. Didn't get the greatest charges. Doing okay, but not like doing amazing. Got archers going in here. They're just trying to hold back the shock infantry. Really, we should have charged the cavalry into that shock. That would be a really big... Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This might do a little bit better. Wasn't the greatest charge in the world, but that might help turn it around. The cavalry here trying to do its best. Now focusing this cavalry, this shock down. It's actually losing. But the cavalry of mine is in combat. Might not be able to get out of combat now. They're also getting focused down by archers. Literally at point blank range. This guy's can't miss. These guard archers, even though they're tier 1, are really good. The most expensive archers I think available. Oh no, they're shooting the shock infantry coming in now. Which I imagine will go in here. Yep, there it goes. Shock infantry are losing. Anglo-Varangian are losing. Big win there. We've got pikes coming up though. This is a problem. And more halberds. So many pikes and halberds available to the defenders at the moment. They brought like all of the Nicaean and Trebizond players. I think brought like 2. I think it was only the Almohads which didn't bring any. What's the trebuchet firing at? Oh, it's trying to fire at this sergeant unit. It's actually just achieving and burning its own buildings again. Yeah, they're actually breaking us here. Look, you can see the gunners are just doing the damage to the morale. They're going to win in this fight here. This Scudo Swords. That's a mad one. You can see my cavalry's breaking. It's been in combat far too long. The pikes are up there, so definitely was the time to fall it back. And now it's the time to focus this unit down. This unit needs to get focused down. No mercy for the pikes. I think they're actually... Oh, no, maybe they're not going to win. Oh, it's guard archers getting sent in. Yeah, guard archers, also another good unit. It's pretty good in combat. As you can see, they've got a nice little... If I can find one. I'll find one that's actually going to stand still. They've got a nice kite shield. So they'll do all right in combat. Got some sort of missile block. Yeah, our units are starting to run out of ammo, as you can hear the man saying. They need more ammo. More men rallying though. I mean, but they are sending in a general here. This is good. I mean, this is the Almohad general. I think he is basically out of troops. I think most of his troops now are just in this little crush in here. How are these shock infantry still standing? They've been losing forever. They've literally been losing forever. They're fighting another Anglo-Varangian, I just realized. Yeah, you can see they're trying to fire at the gunners and the flamethrowers, but I just was like telling my ally, just pull back all of your special troops. I do not want them anywhere near, like the front line. These gunners though are going to go up on this wall. They might be able to get a decent angle across over there, but again, they might break our own troops doing this. Here you can see that they've got pikes up, and it's a Nafatoon time, baby. It's Nafatoon time, and here they go. Oh my gosh, why was there a bit of lag? I don't know if it's just because of the Nafatoons or what, I do not know. But yeah, it should not have been so black there, I do apologize. But yeah, the pike's actually pushing forward, making it even easier for the Nafatoons to shoot them. Oh, this is painful. And yeah, we need to fall back these shock, just to allow the Nafatoons to get more and more hits. But I don't know if they're gonna. Come on, Nafatoons, need to get forward. They're gonna get point blank range. Look, they're desperate trying. Oh no, I think I was trying to get them around the flank, but they're trying to get in combat. Pull back, Nafatoons, pull back. Losing men unnecessarily. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and fall them back and throw more Nafatoons. I might just have to throw and risk friendly fire. Oh no, I'm throwing them over here now. Oh my gosh, that was a really nice hit. Look at all that devastation. All those fiery deaths. Yeah, and that's going to be the last of the Nafatoons, I think. They're out of ammo now. It was worth it, I think. We got a lot of damage into these Contrari. As you can see, they're actually losing decisively. And they've also pushed far too forward. They're getting in, like, intermingled with the shock a bit too much. So yeah, now it's time for the Nafatoons to go in. I should have actually left them there because they were happily focusing on my Nafatoons, even though they've used all their ammo. That was a friendly fire shot there by the defenders, though. Didn't get many friendly fire shots, but killed a couple of Italian mercenaries. But who cares if they are killed? They're only Italians. No offense to any Italians. Yeah, you can see the gunners here. We finally routed the sword unit on this side. The gunners are now just relentlessly firing. We're just sending up like tiny little units to just try and bait them in. Trying to destroy this barricade, because we want to destroy this barricade so we can then get in this side. Open up more areas, because the defenders, they're running low on stuff. I mean, it's going to be close. Oh, that's a really good shot. Oh, look at that. That was insane. Look at the shots there. All those fiery deaths. Ripped to them. And yeah, that's a lot of units breaking them. My Nafatoons are starting to waver. The archers are wavering. I mean, these guys aren't that great. They're also going up against halberds. They were never going to win. But yeah, we've got nothing to compete with the halberds. Like, no pikes of road. There's still a lot of shock infantry here, though, by the like, needs to be sent up. These dismounted Ritter, like, they need to go in. These guys are so cool. Like, we need them in there, though. Like, they have a lot of stuff. So yeah, you can see the pikes here, though, are losing. So that's a big win. These tiny units of shock here are beating all of this infantry. It's insane. At this point, we're bringing up gunners, and we're going to start focusing down these Italian mercenaries, I think. They're starting to run out of ammo themselves, of the defenders. They've got, I think, one unit with crossbows that's got ammo, and that's about it. They're using a lot of trebuchet ammo to try and stop us. They're actually firing on my general, which has got some really good hits. Because I'm using my general to use for, for arrows. And I did not realize this happened. Jeez, they got some really good hits on my general and this this sword unit. You really should send the swords back in and get other stuff out of there, but who knows. So yeah, the gunners here, they're firing into units there. Won't be doing great stuff for my morale or for the morale of the defenders. But that's fine. This unit's basically finished. The Nafatoons have used their purpose. Yeah, I need my general out of there, though. He's getting focused down. I'm now trying to hit the gunners again. He's getting some really good hits with his trebuchet. Like, even more good hits there. It's at least another, like, half a dozen, 10 men, like, getting killed by trebuchet ammo. It's really, really good. But yeah, we should really attack over here. There you can see they've only got swords and archers here. This is another weak area we can attack. They're sending forward more crossbows. Then after that, it's more pikes. So that's a problem. There's just endless amounts of pikes. And now it's pretty weak over here. I mean, there's shock. But we could just take these guys out. I mean, actually, this unit here of swords is wavering. 75 men, jeez. And here come Flame Boys, bringing up some of the Flame Troopers. Oh my gosh, that's a really good hit. I got so many kills, like killed nearly half the fire throwers. That was so unfortunate. We were so upset when that happened. And you can see the mortar still firing, still trying to get hit. Need to keep the fire throwers moving though. How much ammo have they got? That must be the last shot of the mortar, yeah. Trebuchet's now out as well. That was it. This is a good last hit though, and these fire. Look at this! The Flame Troopers, they're firing. It's insane what they can do. And I mean, I personally think they should be firing at the like, look how far they go back. They hit like 1, 2, 3 units. They should really be firing at these pikes though. But they're still under heavy fire. They've got 18 men left. Send them back. We need some more really good hits there actually. It's like they open up whole choke points, like whole areas in a choke point. But yeah, we really could do with them getting sent back. So sorry guys, apologies. The game did crash, so that's why there's kind of a little bit of a cut there. But we are basically back at the part that we were at before. There's the last 6 minutes. So yeah, the game decided to just give up at the last 6 minutes. I just thought the replay was corrupted or something. I don't know. But yes, as you can see here, we have these Anglo-Varangians still beating these Jun swords here. There's literally 16 of them, and they were winning, and they're now wavering these Jun swords. And there you go, some fire shots going off as well. The flamethrowers back in there doing their job. Don't know what they're trying to shoot up beyond. I think they're overshooting their shots really, but they are breaking those troops there. They also breaking their Anglo-Varangians. See the cavalry's in behind the Sultan here. He's going to rear charge into the back of those Guza. It'll probably break them very quickly, very nicely, just like so. And yeah, basically now it's onto the crossbows and the polearms on this side. We are losing in this this breach point here. We've broken the barricade down, but are losing against all this Anglo-Varangioi here. There's lots of sergeants having a hard time here. The HRE. Not having a fun time at all. And they are breaking. You can see they're running off. They've had enough already. And the Anglo-Varangioi is going to go that way. It's going back. It's going back that way. Okay. At this point now, it's looking a bit dire for the defenders. But we are very low on infantry. And they have still got like pikes. And they still have fire throwers themselves. And they've got some decent amount of cav and some handgunners. So it is possible. But we are going to just quickly kill this arch unit. It seems here with some Dynatoi. At this point, yeah, I was trying to sneak around some infantry to try and catch their fire throwers, but they retreated them back. And I'm now going to get my general to start firing with his archers at the Italian mercenaries here. I should really just get him right in front of these guys, just shoot at them. But I felt like that would be a bit risky with the fire throwers there. And you can see they're already falling back, their mercenaries. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Over here, this is a bad sign again. More sergeants breaking. It's the shock infantry. We need to send up, yeah, cavalry here. Really good thing to send up. Imperial Ritter or run down these Anglo-Varangioi. See them coming over the hill. Oh god! Running these guys down. It's going to cause absolute havoc, you imagine. And they're retreating now. And the Anglo-Varangioi is going to chase. And I don't know if that's the best idea. You can see over here the gunners are now firing at all of these pikes. They did get a few shots off, and the fire throwers, which are now out of ammo, charging in to get impaled by the pikes. But the pikes are turning around. They're getting kind of a bit confused, I think, by the gunners. But you can see the fire throwers now firing off for the defenders. They're not doing so much damage to these handgunners because they're more spread out. They're firing at, like, I don't know, like the Dynatoi or the infantry back here. They do a lot more damage, and they're also missing, it seems. You see the shock infantry pushing out. They need to be very careful of that because they could just get swamped by cavalry and infantry. And that could be a big loss, and that leaves that whole area open. But yeah, you can see here, not doing. I'm somehow still missing, and I'm wheeling at my cavalry, trying to get a shot. It's the final shot to the cavalry, and there you go. It fires and misses the pikes by inches. It literally fires a shot. I think I manually fire it. They just charge into the back of their own pikes. Those Trebizond general there, and he's charged into the. Gunners quite effectively. Dynatoi's coming to counter. My cavalry is lost. And yeah, they're going to chase the general back. And yeah, they're going to be careful. The Dynatoi need to be careful because they're going to charge into these pikes. And they're going to lose a lot of men. You can see these Dynatoi are starting to drop. Jeez, that's painful to watch. Oh no. Yeah, they need to get that Dynatoi out there. He's breaking. That was a fresh unit. That had so many men. Look how many cavalry just died in that. Like one foolish move there. Now got some dismounted Imperial Ritter in here to deal with them. Breaking the halberds over, which is huge because we can now send our troops down this choke point here. They're going to have to send in their own general, the Nicene general, the Anglo-Varangioi. And he's only a high period unit, so he could be taken out. They got crossbows on this bridge though to support him, which was not a bad move at all. They've got a nice little angle down there at my swords, which is just about survive this battle, and just going to get gunned down here. Now sending the cavalry against general here. They managed to get past this shock infantry, and now they are in on the general, and this Trebizond general is going to hold back the cavalry, the Imperial Ritter. Whereas there is the Berzelius himself. He's got a bit of a scimitar going on. There's a bit of a Muslim look going on there with a scimitar, but he's got his crown on. Looks awesome. And he's been joined by the Almohad general. He's losing though, as you can see. It's a tier 1 against a tier 3, which is never a good sign for a cavalry fight. And yeah, I mean, these halberds are rejoined. They're already wavering though. And you can see I'm now sending forward my general. I'm trying to charge these these fire archers. I mean, did okay. I lost a few losses, but I've got my cavalry pretty much out there in time before they could do a lot of damage with the pikes. And sending forward those flamethrowers again. I keep wanting to call them fire archers, but they're really not. You can see here the generals are losing really badly. Cavalry just overwhelming them. And yeah, we've broken through here as well. You can see the general breaking 138 men. I think this is just due to army losses. You can see the flamethrowers now wavering as well. And yeah, this is not a good sign, and we're now into the back lines, and that is going to be the battle. As you can see, everything's starting to waver and break. Generals are going to start to die in a moment. And that is it, but it came down to the very last few units. Down to 1,500 men. They really frustrated us, and as you can see, we have down to very little. I honestly thought we were going to lose this battle at several points, especially when we started to run out of ammo and like pikes. We're not even having pikes, we didn't even have pikes. Well, ammo certainly, and artillery ammo, and like specialist units like platoons. I thought we were out, but somehow with persistence and luckily, a bit of luck, I think, with that shock infantry pulling forward, we were able to break through. They just ran out of like mainline infantry and pikes, which is just really useful. And just, yep, so there you go. That's just about it. Pyrrhic victory there. So we'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results to see who has done the best. I was playing as the Ottoman Sultanate, as I have said before. I got 255 kills with my Janissary shock infantry. My general got 108. My swords got 169, the best one. My Janissary archers 217. My platoon's getting 183, so they nearly got 200 kills. Did really well. My cavalry getting 240, which I think is one of the best things in the army, apart from those shock. My arty getting 79 kills, not too bad. Then we have Paranoid, who's playing as the Holy Roman Empire, the largest army, but his army was really struggling. He had a lot of his sergeants getting charged down by cavalry. Best one only getting like 99 kills. His shock barely saw battle until the very end. It was very much fresh. It was like our most fresh stuff left. His Hanseatic infantry, really useful shooting across the river, 119 kills. His gunners 44 kills, and his shock cavalry, his Imperial Ritter, 327. Then we have Mythic Yeet here, who's playing as Empire Trebizond. 300 kills as Anglo-Varangian. It's an insane amount of kills. Really well done there. His Kututoy swords 193. His archers 168, and his Dinotoy 256, and his flamethrowers getting 123. Then we go on to the defenders. We've got Wandetta here, who's playing as the Almohad Caliphate. He got 70 kills with his Andalusian crossbows. His swords not doing so great, only getting 59 kills. His cav only getting 65. His spears, the best one getting 105, not too bad. And then his trebuchet, 419 kills, insane. The best unit by far in his army. Did really, really well. Then we got Gorgias Greek, who was playing as Empire of Nicaea. He got 136 with his Anglo-Varangian. His pikes were very frustrating, but didn't get a lot of kills, only getting 50 kills. His Kututoy swords 127. His archers 89 kills. Sorry. His cavalry, however you say that, 120 kills. His mortar 282. Really well done there. And his flamethrower 87 kills. Then we have Ona Fush here, who's playing as the Empire Trebizond. His Anglo-Varangian 187. His polearms 147. His swords only getting 88. His guard archers 98 kills. His handgunners 205, really well done there. His cav 104, and his mortar getting 232, and his flamethrower only getting 21 kills. A bit of a shame there. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this 12-12 siege. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment show your support. Don't forget to hit the bell button as well to make sure you don't miss out on another 12-12 siege. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one.